Okay, hello everybody. Today I will be making a video on how to connect a external hard drive to a Raspberry Pi 4 single board computer. And here I have a 160 gigabyte 2.5 inch hard drive, and I'm going to be putting it into this hard drive rack. Just connect it like that and close it, and there are two cables in the back. Disconnect that right now. So there's one connector for the USB 3, and the Raspberry Pi 4 has a USB 3 connector, and that's going to be going into the Raspberry Pi's USB 3.0 connector, and this is a direct current 12 volt power supply, which comes with this it's called the Sabrent hard drive adapter. So you can use either 2.5 inch like I did right here, or you could use a 3.5 inch hard drive as well. All you do is you just slide it in, and to take it out you just slide it back out like that. It comes right out, so it just goes in here. And you could also put a 3.5 inch, and the connector for the 3.5 inch is right in the middle, so you just slide it right in, and that's it. I'm going to connect this to the USB 3 connector. So it's already connected to the Raspberry Pi 4, and this part goes into the power connector. So I'm going to partition my hard drive in Windows. So I'm just going to go to computer management, just type that in there, and then go to storage, disk management. I'm going to look for that 150 gigabyte hard drive. So it's right here. So I'm going to delete the partition that's here, and I'm going to create a new one. Now I'm just going to create a new partition. Use the whole space. Yes, so it's a NTFS format. Okay, that partition was created. Now I'm going to format the hard drive. I'll call it storage A. Yes. Okay. Looks like it was created, and that's it. I'm going to exit out of here. Let's see if that hard drive is readable in Windows. Okay, it's readable in Windows. Now I'm going to see if it's readable in my Raspberry Pi 4. Just going to eject that. It's done. Okay, now I'm going to show you how you can mount a NTFS based hard drive on a Raspberry Pi 4 single board computer. So the first thing you're going to have to do is go to terminal and type in sudo apt-get update. So let's update the list of programs. So sudo apt get upgrade, so upgrade to the latest version of Raspbian. Okay, I already did it, so that went quickly. And the next thing is install NTFS 3G. So that's sudo apt get install NTFS 3G. We'll install this program. Mine is already installed, so I don't have to install it. And if you do install it, just after you finish, just type reboot and restart your Raspberry Pi computer. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to power up the hard drive, and I'm going to mount it. Okay, it's detecting because I have NTFS 3G on this computer, and these are the files that I put in my Windows based computer into this hard drive, and I'm able to read it on a Raspberry Pi 4 computer with the Raspbian Buster operating system. So what I want to do is I want to mount this hard drive to a folder. So I want to mount it to the folder exthd1. So I'm going to do that right now. So you have to type sudo mount t ntfs 3g, because I'm mounting an NTFS based storage device. And first I'm going to type lsblk. So this will give me the list of network of storage devices on my computer. lsblk, sorry. So I have a 149.1 gigabyte hard drive which is installed, which I powered up and put into this computer. So it's hooked up to a external USB 3.0 hard drive rack, and I connected it to a USB 3 port on the Raspberry Pi 4 single board computer. So this is what it sees, and it is connected to Media Pi storage. But I want to change that. I want to mount it to this. So the way you can do that is by you have to type mount sudo mount dev SDA1, which is that, to, I want to mount it to home Pi X HD1. Okay, it's already mounted, so I have to unmount it. So let's unmount it. UMOUNT. Unmount. I'm gonna unmount that, which is here. Copy, paste. I forgot sudo unmount. Okay, now oh, I forgot something. So it's sudo mount t ntfs 3g. Paste to that. Now let's try it. So it's dev SDA1 to that. See if that worked. Okay, now it's mounted. So this is the command you have to type to mount it. So it's sudo mount -t NTFS 3G, because we're mounting it as an NTFS drive, to dev SDA1 to the home Pi XHD1. So that's what I'm mounting it to. Now let's see if it's mounted. So on this, where's that file? Can't find it. Okay, XHD1 is basically the folder which is mounting the hard drive, okay, as you can see. And now I want to unmount it. So to unmount, it's sudo umount home Pi XHD1. So now I unmounted that. When I click here, it's empty. So I want to do something a little bit different. So what I did here is I created a script where I could just click on this and it would just mount it automatically. Just execute, and I go here and it's okay, it's mounted to home Pi storage A. Let's unmount it. Now is it unmounted? Yeah, it's unmounted. So I'm going to mount it again. I'm going to go there. And it is mounted. Okay, I'm going to write that script basically. So what I'm going to do is to write the script, we have to type nano HDD. I'm going to put mount .sh. Let me get out of here. Let me change that. Or let me delete that. I'll just delete it and start it all over again. Show you how to do it from scratch. Gonna delete that. Delete it. I'm gonna delete it and redo it. So it's nano mount.sh. So I'm going to write it. So we have to write that first. Bin bash, okay. And I'm going to type in that command that I typed in earlier. So it's sudo mount TNTFS 3G. This is for mounting it. So I put dev SDA1 to home pi XHD1. Okay, and I'm going to press Control X to save this, and yes, Y, and enter. So I want to make this executable. To do that, you have to type chmod plus X, and that file is HDD mount. So I'm going to press ls list. Right now this is not an executable script file, so I have to make it executable. So to do that, it's chmod plus X, so HDD mount. So make sure you get the caps correct, because it is cap sensitive. So now I'm going to put list. Now it's usable as a file, and I'm going to create another file called unmount. So it's nano HDD unmount.sh. That's what I'm going to create. Okay, so that's sudo umount. I want to unmount it, so I want to unmount home pi xhd1. So Control X, yes, enter. So I'm going to make this executable. So I'm going to see what's out there. Okay. So cmount HDD unmount. Okay, now both of them are executable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move those files to the bin directory. And after I move them to the bin directory, I'm going to move it to the desktop directory. So right here, I'm going to put it in desktop, so I can just click on it. Okay, here they are. So this is for right now. The hard drive is mounted, so I want to dismount it. I'm going to check if it is mounted or not. Okay. And now I want to mount it. Check if it's mounted on there. Let me change it around a little bit. So I'm going to put it into, so I'm going to change the name, HD XHD1. Or just create a folder called XHD1. Okay, for some reason it's going to go to this directory every time I dismount, so I'm going to put it here like that. I'm going to unmount that. See if that worked. That's weird. Try something different. Okay, I'm going to change it around. Let me see. It's in this bin directory. It's on mount. X86. So right now it's connected to home Pi storage. So I'm going to put it here. Unmount and mount. So both of them. Since it's here, I want to unmount it. So click that, see if it's mounted or not. I'm going to go back. So now it's unmounted, so it's working. I'm going to mount it again. So it's mounted, so I don't have to type in the command to do this. I could just do this automatically, which is good. So now I can send files to my computer. So I could transfer files from my hard drive and send it to my Raspberry Pi. I'm gonna put DOS here and transfer some of the files from that hard drive to my Raspberry Pi. I want to see how long it takes. Okay, it's working. And as you can see, the hard drive rack is working right now, blinking. That's the hard drive that I got the files from my Windows-based computer. Let's take a look at that again. Okay, and it's not even asking me for any permissions. It's just copying it automatically. Some of the files were denied. That's odd. Okay, it was transferred. Files were transferred. Okay, good. Those weren't zip files, so maybe that's why there were some problems. So I'm gonna copy some zip files and just move it to this folder. Okay, there were no errors transferring those zip files. So looks like it's working pretty good. I'm able to transfer the files without a problem. See how big this folder is. 4.5 gigabytes, pretty large. I want to see how long it takes to transfer that. So apply to all existing files, skip. So I'm going to delete this and just okay, I'm able to move files in here. Too bad it doesn't show you how many megabytes or how much data is being sent, you know, like Windows. Because Windows shows you, Windows 10 shows you like it's like 100 megabytes per second is being sent or something, you know, or 50 megabytes per second. But this operating system doesn't show that. So if you have if you're using like an emulator or something on the Raspberry Pi 4, this could be very useful in that you can transfer a large amount of files from a Windows-based computer to your Raspberry Pi 4, which could be pretty useful. Or you don't have to transfer the files. You could just kind of like transfer, you could run the files off of your external hard drives or something like that, to run the ROMs or the games. That could be useful. Okay, it's transferring it. That's good. Okay, there were some errors, but most of the files got transferred. Okay, good. Okay, thanks for watching by Ace 1000KS 1975 signing out.